In embedded systems, in unit number 2, we have already completed 2.1 topic, which is a microcontroller types, PIC, AVR and ARM. In last session, we have seen about the AVR microcontroller types, tiny, mega, X mega and special. In this particular session, I am going to focus only on third topic, that is ATmega8. Now here AT means it is a Atmel companies, mega means it is a version and 8 means it is a basic microcontroller by ATmega. In this particular session we are going to see the features and its block diagram. So as per features are concerned, ATmega is a 8-bit. That's why it is 8 is for 8-bit. 8-bit means it is having 8 bits of internal registers, 8 bit of data bus and 8 bit of arithmetical and logical unit. It is RISC microcontroller, reduced instruction set computer. It is having only 8 kilobyte. So it is very easy to remember that it is of 8 bit, it is of 8 kilobyte of the flash. It is having static random access memory of only 1 kilobyte and only 512 bytes of the electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. It is having very odd combination 23, means it don't have any 24 input output lines, 23 input output lines are there, means one port is of 8 bit, second port is of 8 bit and third port is of only 7 bits, not 8 bits. That's why it is a 23 pins. It has inbuilt analog to digital converter and the resolution of that analog to digital converter is of 10 bits. 10 bit means 2 raised to 10, 1 kilo of the locations combinations. It has two 8-bit timers. So it has 2 timers of 8 bit and it has one timer which is of 16 bit. So one is big timer and 2 are 8-bit timers. It supports the serial interfaces. Which serial interfaces it support? Universal serial asynchronous receive transmit. It support serial peripheral interface. It support inter-integrated circuit and it operates at 16 megahertz of the frequency. So these are the features of ATmega microcontroller. As per its block diagram is concerned, if you visualize this block diagram, you can see that there are number of blocks and you feel that this is a very complicated block diagram, but it is not so. This is very simple block diagram. How to remember this block diagram? You have to draw such a line of bus. One horizontal bus you have to draw and one vertical bus you have to draw. Above the horizontal line, 2 ports are there. Port number C, its name is port C and port B is there. Now as per port B is there, it is of 8 lines, means port B0 to port B7, these are the 8 lines. As per port C is concerned, it is of only 7, means port C0 to port C6. So these are the 7 lines only, 7 pins. So above the horizontal line there are 2 ports and below one horizontal line there is one port, that is port D. So port D0 to port D7. So this is of 8 bit, this is of 8 bit and this is of only 7 bits. So these are the 23 input output lines. So this way you have to remember. As per vertical line is concerned, left side and the right side. On the left side we have simple memory related operations. For example, microprocessor have to read the contents from code memory. Microprocessor have to write into the memory, and microprocessor have to compute something, mathematical operation like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So what it needs? It needs stack, it needs EEPROM, it needs random access memory, it needs general purpose registers, it needs arithmetical and logical unit, it needs the output register where result can be stored. So all these things are related to the computing, related to the memory. So here we can see that, see, program counter is there, program counter, program flash is there, instruction register is there, instruction decoder is there. So all these four parts belongs to the program memory. Program memory, fetching of the program memory through the instruction pointer, instruction decoding, instruction execution is here. As per saving, pushing the contents into the stack, stack pointer is there, static random access memory is there, general purpose registers are there. Those give input to the arithmetical and logical unit, and arithmetical and logical unit is giving output which is going to be reflected into the status register. That's why status register is over here. So the left part belongs to the program and data. As for right part is concerned, it is having one only new feature, that is a two-wire interface. This is a two-wire interface, TWI. It is having timers, it is having watchdog timer, it is having microcontroller timer, it is having interrupt unit, and it is having universal synchronous asynchronous receive transmit. All these things it has. Okay, so right part is concerned, it is having two-wire interface, timer of two timers. You can also show that two 8-bit timers, one 16-bit timer, this way. Okay, so this is very simple block diagram. Now you can see you have to just put one horizontal line, then a vertical line, one horizontal line, below and above horizontal line you have to show the ports on left and right of the vertical line, static memory, stack memory, program memory. On right hand side all the timers are there with serial interfaces. So this is the simple block diagram of ATmega8. So this is the scope of the 2.3 only. So in 2.3 we have only the features of ATmega8 and we have our block schematic. So theory, with reference to the theory writing is concerned, the theory is very simple. You can write down as per program counter is concerned. Program counter is pointing to the instruction which is going to be fetched, decode and execute. With reference to the stack pointer is pointing to the highest memory location. Once we are going to push the contents into the stack, it is decremented. So this way, as per SPI is concerned, it is a serial peripheral interfaces. So the devices like analog to digital converter, digital to analog converter, memories, if those are having serial interface, we can connect them to this microcontroller. We have to write a program to control them. So all the buses, whether it is SPI bus, whether it is USART, all these things related to the peripherals. So writing down a theory is not the major issue. Only you have to remember that which blocks are there and what is their function. So this is very simple topic as per the unit number 2 is concerned. So this is all about the 2.3. In next session I am going to explain about how to program to the ATmega microcontrollers.